being no considerations or unfinished business, colleagues, we will proceed to the Budget, Finance, and Audit Standing Committee. Madam Clerk.
3 reports from various city departments.
The 3 reports will be referred to the Budget, Audit, and Finance Committee.
Mr. President, we want to turn our operations standing committee. 5 reports from various city departments.
I'm sorry, Madam.
I thought you had repeated it. Budget, Finance, and Audit Standing Committee.
I'm sorry, Madam Clerk. Maybe it's my ears, so I apologize.
No problem. So for the internal operations standing committee, Mr. President, there are 5 reports from various city departments.
The 5 reports will be referred for the Planning and Economic Development Standing Committee.
4 reports from various city departments.
The 4 reports will be referred to the Planning, to the Public Health and Safety, to the Department of the Public, for the Public Health and Safety Standing Committee.
6 reports from various city departments.
The 6 reports will be referred to the Public Health and Safety Standing Committee. We will now move to voting action matters.
Under other matters, Mr. President, there are no items.
Under communications from the mayor and governmental agencies.
There are no items, Mr. President.
Thank you so much. Apologize, Madam Clerk.
No
We will now
problem.
call for public comment. We have a number of public commenters who are calling in, come down today. So we're going to give a minute and 30 for public comments this morning. We're going to start with our individuals who are in the committee of the whole or in the auditorium. We're going to start with Ms. Rebecca Fritz, followed by Althea Crawford, followed by Reverend Sharon Buttrey.
Good morning.
Get the clock up. Just ask everyone to please be mindful of the time. Clocks are there. Because once your time's up, we have to move on to the next individual. Good morning. The floor is yours, Ms. Fritz.
Good morning. I'm an activist in the community. I've been an activist for over a decade here in the city, specifically in housing and water. I've been taking city buses for over 10 years, and the conditions have not gotten better. I was referred by Brother Cunningham to approach today in regards to this, the cleanliness of the buses, the fact that I, as a disabled person, can stand for over 2 hours and wait for a bus on Linwood and it doesn't show up, and then have to walk 4 to 5 blocks to try to catch another bus that also doesn't show up is an issue. My legs were broken 2 years ago, and at that point in time, my children were taken out of the house because I was considered a hoarder, because I didn't have the ability to get upstairs and clean because my legs were broken, and my children in the system, and I need to be able to use the bus system in order to complete all the things that CPS requires to get my children back. And it's a huge amount to climb, especially not being able to depend on the bus service. So I'm asking that more work and efficiency be put into DDOT so that I can be able to get my kids back.
Thank you, ma'am. And just for those who have not come down before council before, what we do is we take it into public comment, but we don't go back and forth. We may have someone referred to from the teams to address it. After public comment, we can take the time to address some comments as well. You will not hear back and forth with us. Just wanted to give you all a heads up for those who have not come down before. Thank you for coming down for your first time. Hopefully we'll see you again soon.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Our next speaker is Ms. Althea Crawford.
Yes, good morning, Council.
Good morning.
I'm here to talk about the Chronos concrete mixing plant behind Ray's Pizza. We're asking to downzone the end of the block here because it's running right into Calloway's, what is it? What's the ring? The ring right there. So we want to get that downzone so it won't be contrasting, you know what I'm saying? Because it don't make sense to have health and walking and beautification, and then you got this mess right behind it. So we can get that down, so that would be perfect. And y'all can stay on top of them about the air quality and everything. make sure they're doing what they're supposed to do, because I'm tired of getting sinus infections. I had 4 in the last year, so that would be wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you. The next speaker is Sharon Buttrey, followed by Diana Morris, followed by John Sal. I do apologize if I mispronounced your name. Sharon Buttrey.
Good morning, Council President, and through you to all the members. My name is Reverend Sharon Botchery. I'm in the Detroit Hamtramck Coalition for Advancing Healthy Environments. And we speak on behalf of the health of the residents of Calloway Heights, District 3, and Town, and indeed all the air areas that people have to breathe that are within a mile, at least, of the Kronos facility. Kronos Concrete sits behind Betty's Pizza on McNichols between Conant and Joseph Campo. There are 6 schools within 1 mile of that facility and daycares. We are asking for downzoning from M4 to SD2 for the land that sits at the western edge of the current operations, because we understand it's unlikely that the actual operations area will be downzoned. But there is a wedge of land between Joseph Campo and Gallagher, and Jerome and McNichols. It's about 4.5 acres. Any one of you could call for the downzoning of that. We're asking for your help. If residents do it, we're going to have to pay an application fee. We feel that's egregious considering all the suffering that's happening in that neighborhood and people's health. We would like to ask that you would consider this because of the residents' health and their needs. Homes have been devalued greatly. Many residents have been forced to leave. People are suing the company. They're asking for settlement. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Next speaker, Diana Morris, followed by
President, Council. It's very disheartening when you have a millionaire, billionaire come in and take our land. This area was residential housing. We have this air quality issue, dust. It just changes the whole environment of our neighborhood. I'm also here to report my conditions that have changed dramatically. They tore down 3 houses right around me. They repaved the street. We all want these things to happen. Then the Kronos came. That's a lot of new material. Dust, particulates. I have been found with 6 nodules in my throat that I did not have. Breathing is very short. I'm still working. I'm 65 years old. What are we to do? We need your help. Thank you.
Thank you. Speaker John Nassau, followed by Betty Lyons, followed
Hello,
by Adam
can you
McNair.
pass one to the president, one to my representative? Hello, my name is John D. Laszlo, and my glasses on. And I'm here to remind you that this is the city of Detroit, not the city of destroy it. You weaponize the property taxes, the home taxes, and use them against the people to destroy Detroit and to exterminate its residents. In 1950s, we had over 2 million people here in Detroit. Now with that, we have less than 500,000 because of your property taxes. People can't live in Detroit. Just under Mike Duggan's reign of terror in Detroit, we lost about 500,000 people because Mike Duggan tripled our property taxes. He nuked Detroit with the same crap that Mary Sheffield is using today, claiming the home properties went up by $500 million this year, ripping us off by another $15 to $20 million in home taxes, when the whole city, aside of a couple buildings downtown, the rest of the city ain't worth a dime. But they say they will run up by $500 million. Using the property tax as a weapon, you destroyed what the people built for hundreds of years. Schools, hospitals, public buildings.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I'm sorry, I didn't finish. I have another question. How can you validate the
Sir,
fact?
as I mentioned earlier, once the time expires, you have to relinquish the time before the money. Thank you so
Thank you.
much. Ms. Betty Lyons.
I appreciate that. Well told.
Over $600 million belonging to Detroit residents, stolen property taxes, refused to give back to us, and continues to give these lies of why we can't get it back. But you say something about Mexican Town, they get housing repaired, they get over $1 million, and Dubin bragged about, I'm gonna make them whole. We're gonna make them whole. Now, we're gonna go to the Leland House, and don't act like this is new to you. Y'all knew when this started, negligence. And it sounds like constructive eviction. They shouldn't have to pay anything. They should be enriched. Also, there are other senior places, and on Jefferson, and you know it. This is years going on. You knew it. So don't sit up here like you care, because it started out with a little bandage. Now it's a gaping, stinking sore that you are aware of, and you know it. You know it. Ms. Johnson, you know it. So I come up here speaking for also Mr. Myers, and also Ruby Riley, also Perry Columbus, who's fighting with that land bank. You're not saying nothing about them. When are they going to be made whole?
Let's speak with Adam Baird, followed by Charlotte Williams, followed by Brother Cunn.
Adam Barrett, Detroiters for Tax Justice and Moratorium Now Coalition. I'm here in solidarity with those fighting the Kronos Crusher. But back to the Leland. We're already using public money to bankroll private real estate development downtown with the DDA. So how can we argue that seizing the dilapidated Leland and fixing it up for public use would be too financially risky? If the Leland were auctioned as planned to a private investor, who's going to bet that the next owner wouldn't immediately turn around and request DDA tax incentives to transform it into unaffordable luxury condos? Simultaneously, as this Leland issue is unfolding, there's more updated data coming out, really showing how the promises that were made to justify the investment of these public tax dollars into downtown development are not being fulfilled. And we've still got CRC studies gathering dust from 2024 that council paid for that said that DDA should be dissolved, that haven't even been considered. The hegemonic reign of private corporate interests over Detroit's affairs and its people by DTE and slumlord building owners